Good morning to all of you, and I welcome to all for this our Museums Heritage in India course. And today's session is about museums in Assam. Today's our chief guest is Rumi Sharma ji. I welcome to her also here. मैं रूमी शर्मा जी का भी यहाँ पर स्वागत करता हूँ और हमारे आज के इस सत्र के जो प्रमुख व्याख्याता है रूमी शर्मा जी, मैं उनके बारे में थोड़ा सा पहले परिचय देना चाहूँगा। उन्होंने अपनी शिक्षा जो है अपना ग्रेजुएशन जो है उन्होंने ये गुवाहाटी यूनिवर्सिटी से कंप्लीट किया हुआ है। अपना मास्टर्स भी जो है वो उन्होंने कल्चरल स्टडीज में जो मास्टर्स उन्होंने अपना कंप्लीट किया वो तेजपुर यूनिवर्सिटी आसाम से उन्होंने कंप्लीट किया। उन्होंने अभी तक म्यूजियम मैनेजमेंट, इंडियन आर्ट एंड आर्किटेक्चरल हेरिटेज, स्कल्पचर्स एंड आइकोनोग्राफी, उसके साथ म्यूजियम हेरिटेज एंड कंजर्वेशन, इसमें उन्होंने कई सारे अलग अलग कोर्सेज भी किए हुए हैं। देन उन्होंने कंप्यूटर एप्लीकेशन में भी अपना एक डिप्लोमा कोर्स जो है वो कंप्लीट किया हुआ है। अभी तक लगभग 100 से ज़्यादा रीजनल, नेशनल एंड इंटरनेशनल लेवल सेमिनार्स, वेबिनार्स एंड वर्कशॉप में वो पार्टिसिपेट हुई है। उनका जो एक्सपीरियंस रहा है कार्य का वो डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ आर्कियोलॉजी आसाम तथा आसाम स्टेट म्यूजियम, यहाँ पर उन्होंने उनका अपना वर्क एक्सपीरियंस रहा है। और अभी भी वो जो है एंशिएंट इंडियन हिस्ट्री, कल्चर एंड आर्कियोलॉजी, इसमें अभी वो और आगे ये कर रही है जो आसाम यूनिवर्सिटी से गुवाहाटी कॉटन यूनिवर्सिटी आसाम से वो अभी भी उसमें शिक्षा ले रही है। तो ये बड़ी खुशी की बात है कि हम पहले कुछ सीखने के बाद कुछ कार्य करते हुए और कुछ ज्यादा सीखना चाहते हैं, ये बड़ी खुशी की बात होती है। सो लाइफ टाइम वी आर ऑलवेज स्टूडेंट। अगर हम सीखना चाहें तो हर किसी से बहुत कुछ अच्छा सीख सकते हैं। मैं रूमी शर्मा जी से विनती करता हूं कि कृपया अपने आज के सत्र की शुरुआत करें।
Namaskar. Am I audible?
Yes, जी।
Okay. So thank you, sir, and thank you to the organizer for organize such a beautiful short-term course. Actually, this kind of course really help among the students as well as the scholars who are interested in this field. So now I'm going to present the museums in Assam. Okay, so the museums in Assam. So sir, next slide. Okay, so in the slide I'm going to tell about the about our state. Assam is a very colorful state which with full of different languages, communities and their cultures, their rituals, housing pattern, food habits and various their own cultures, which adds richness and color to the state. Assam is also very rich in tribal culture. The tribal people of Assam have their ethnic root in different places of Asia like China and Southeast Asia. Assam is only rich in folk culture of the plains but also rich in cultures of relatively isolated hills and plains. The tribal group inhabit in the plains as well as the hills. The tribal people in plains are Boro, Kosari, Rabha, Burman, Lalung, Honwal, Kosari, Mising, Deuri, and whereas the tribes like Dimasa, Kosari, Karbi, Kuki, Jeminaga, Hiltewa are live in the hills. Every community has highly developed forms of textile rituals, food style, and so on. So, Assam State Museum. This is the Directorate of Museum, which situated the capital city of Assam. The Assam State Museum is work to collect the historical research and the culture of all communities for preservation. This preservation has shown the picture of various items of different communities, and foreigners come from different places to explore the museum as well as the beautiful and colorful picture of different communities of Assam. So the State Museum was established by the Kamrukpa Anuhandhan Committee in 1940, and late Konoklal Borua was the founder president. In 1953, it was acquired by the state government. It is one of the biggest multipurpose museum in India, and there are almost 14,000 objects in Assam State Museum, but about 5,000 objects are in display for public. The exhibits of Assam State Museum displayed under the different sections, which are divided into 15 galleries. There are the sculpture gallery. So here a majority of sculpture were fashioned in the pre-Ahom period belonging to 6th to 13th century AD, which roughly corresponds to the reign of the Barmana, the Satavahana, the Salastambha and Pala dynasties of ancient Assam. The sculpture from the Ambari excavation are also displayed separately. Next, the painting gallery. This section houses some of the paintings by the modern painters of Assam. Next, textile gallery. In this section, houses some costumes of the late medieval period, particularly pat sador, muga sador, riha, muga, and silk dresses of men and women. Next, the village life gallery. This is highly indigenous and peculiar undertaking by the museum, as it includes an almost scale-size model of the Assamese household, small-scale models of Namghor. Namghor is the prayer hall. Besides musical instruments, puppets, fishing and farming implements are also displayed in this gallery. Next, ethnographic gallery. In this gallery, art and cultures of the various tribes of Assam are represented, like Boro, Dimasa, Rabha, Tiwa, Mising, and Hajong. So next, arm section. Items such as cannons of Ahom, Kos, and Mughal origin, sword, hangdang, daggers, shield, sacrificial sword are belonging to the medieval period are also displayed in this section. Next, the manuscript gallery. In manuscript belonging to the late medieval period, written in Old Assamese, Thai, and Burmese are displayed here. These manuscripts are written on Hasipat, Tulapat, and Talpat. Next, the pre- and proto-historic and terracotta section. The original specimen collected from the Archaeological Survey of India, which date back to the Indus Valley Civilization, are displayed here. And numismatic and metallic sculpture section. In this section, some metal sculptures such as Mahishasur Mardani, Vishnu, Buddha are displayed. Some coins of Ahom and Mughal period and some photographs of gold coins are also displayed. Next, freedom fighter section. It includes the photographs on the life history of Mahatma Gandhi and some of his associates. A small part of this gallery houses some photographs and a list of martyrs of Assam during the Quit India movement. Next, epigraphic gallery. Stone and copper plate inscription from 5th to 8th century AD are preserved here. Royal proclamation regarding memorable deeds such as war victory, grant of land construction, of temple, etc. found recorded in various scripts and languages are also exhibited. Next, woodcarved gallery. In this gallery includes traditional Hotra culture, wooden figure of Lord Buddha, image Surya, Vishnu, etc. are displayed. There are different types of marks displayed in this gallery. Northeast gallery. This gallery includes various indigenous textiles and ornaments of Northeast. And the Natural History Gallery and Moyurpanki Khelnao Gallery are recently opened for public. Earlier, there are 13 galleries. So the Natural History Gallery, natural objects such as skull and bone tools of animals, crocodile, wild gold, cobra, lizard, various types of deer horns of Assam, and evolution of mankind are displayed in this gallery. And Moyurpanki Khelnao Gallery, this gallery is introduced the Moyurpanki boat of Komalabari Hotra of Majuli. Along with this, there are various kinds of sculpture are displayed in this gallery. So next. So this is the Mayurpankhi Khel now, which is a Mayurpankhi boat. So I'm going to tell about this boat. So this is a form of pleasure boat introduced in the Komalabari Hotra of Majuli during the period of Sri Sri Bodula Komalakanto Atta. So earlier time, it is used as a mode of transport for ferrying the founder Hottradhikar Sri Sri Bodula Komalakanto Atta to the other Hotras of Assam. It was also used by the Hottradhikar to visit different villages. But after the demise of Bodula Padmaata, the Khelna was used for performing the customary ritual of offering Pindo. Pindo is a sacred offering of rice powder mixed with curd, jaggery, and banana for the deceased person of Ata. Thus, every year on Ata's Tithi, in the month of Bhado in English, August and September month, the boat was used by the succeeding Hottradhikar for offering pindo placed in silver vessels under the shade of a borsati. Borsati is umbrella, and accompanied with the auspicious sound of doba, borka, and borkahe. So this beautiful boat is engraved and painted with peacock and floral motifs, and used timber and kapoor, lagerstomia and pine trees were used in the construction of the boat. The outer surface on both ends of the boat is beautifully painted with peacock and floral creeper motifs, and the style of painting is of the Hotre school. The Khelna was donated to the Assam State Museum in the year 1973 by Komalabari Hotra Homiti, Majuli. Sir? Hello, sir.
Yes.
सर वो स्लाइड मुझे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है.
हमको भी नहीं दिख रहा है. भुजंग सर शायद फर्दर डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए हैं, आई थिंक मैम. Bhujang sir is not here, ma'am, I think. He's here now.
Yes, Rumi Sarma ji, क्या मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, पहले नहीं आ रही.
हाँ, just a minute. हाँ, yes, okay.
Sir, the earlier slide. Okay. So मैं इधर वो मयूरपंखी खेलनाओं के बारे में बोल रही थी, तो रिपीट करना पड़ेगा क्या?
No, it's okay. You can proceed.
Okay, sir. So this is the conservation team which recently we worked together for inaugurate this gallery. So this is the whole conservation team which was headed by Mr. Ashok Das, who is the conservator of Assam State Museum, along with me and my seniors from Cotton University Archaeology Department have been restored the original painting, original motifs of this boat. So, sir, next slide. So this is the very long board. So this is the 55 feet long board, and the this is the Natural History Gallery. So next. So these are the coin section. So the first is the Gaurinath Singha, who was the king of Ahom kingdom. So these are the octagonal shape coins, and the next one is Mughal coins, and the next is the copper coins. So next. So these are some hangdowns, short cannons, and this is the rubber coat which was used in the Second World War. So next. So these are some terracotta which was found from the Indus Valley civilization. Next. These are some, the first one is the stone tools, and the next one is some beads and ornaments which was found from the Indus Valley civilization. And these are some sculpture, and the third one is also found from the Indus Valley civilizations. So these are some pillars, inscription, and the next one is from the Mayurpankhi gallery, some stone sculpture and some stone items. Next. So these are from the ethnographic gallery. So this is the Boro, about the Boro. So Boro Kosari of Assam is the branch of the great Boro group of the Indo-Mongoloid family falling within the Assam-Burmese linguistic section. Now the Boros are largely spread in the Kokrajhar, Chirang, and undivided Kamrup, Udalguri, and Dorong district, and their main occupation is agriculture, but they are very rich in their culture, and they followed both Hinduism and Christianity. The first image is the household environment of the Boro community. So next is some colorful textiles, their agricultural and their weaving implements. So next, some musical instruments. Next. So Rabha, this is the Rabha community. So the Rabha community is mostly found in undivided Gwalpara and Kamrup district of Assam. So they are coming from the Mongoloid group, and agriculture is also the main occupation, and they are also culturally very much rich, and their omen are expert in both weaving and spinning. And sir, earlier. And the next image is the Farkanti dance, which was performed after the death of a person in the presence of their friends and community of the deceased. So next. Next, sir, Miching community, which is the larger group of scheduled tribe in plains, and they are mainly found in the places like Lakhimpur, Dibrugarh, and they are belonging to the Tibeto-Burman group, and agriculture is also their main occupation. So these are some textiles and some fishing implements. So next. So this is the Karbi. Karbi are also in the hilly tribes of Assam, and actually they are also belonging to the Mongoloid and Tibeto-Burman group. They are followed various customs like patriarchal system, clan exogamy, monogamy, and agriculture is also their main occupation. So these are some items of the Karbi people. This is household environment, then ornaments, then storing tools, and some and textiles. Next. and Dimasa Kosari. So Dimasa Kosari is a group which are presently situated in the North Kasar hills of Assam. They are also belonging to the Boro group of people, and agriculture also their main occupation. So these are some ornaments, their musical instruments, cooking vessels. Next. And Kuki and Jeminaga. So this is the first image, is the Kuki women wearing their traditional dress. So they are also found in the North Kasar hills of Assam, and agriculture is their main occupation. And the next image is the Jeminaga, their dresses, traditional dresses. Next. Tiva community. So this is their household environment. So next is cooking and their storing objects, fishing implements, and some musical instrument. So they are also belong to the Mongoloid group and mainly found in Nagaon, Lakhimpur, Morigao district of Assam. And agriculture is their so next. So next, the Hajong. Hajong people, they are mainly live in the Assam border of Assam and Meghalaya, and they are also mainly related with agriculture, and they have very colorful textiles. So you can see in the image, they wearing like this, and these are their agriculture, and these are their weaving implements. Next. So Deuri are these are their beautiful textiles, their ornaments, their cooking vessels, some storing box, and they always maintain their own traits, language, belief, customs, and cultural practices. And most of the Deuri women wearing a wrapper, and sometimes they use a riha. So next. Honwal Kosari. So they are a popular ethnic group of Northeast India, and they are inhabitants of Dhemaji, Lakhimpur, Dibrugarh district of Assam. They are also belong to the Mongoloid group, and their colorful tribal culture and weaving is their main traditional art. So this is their textile, and the other one is fishing implements. So next. So, under the Directorate of Museum, Assam State Museum, there are 10 district museum, and sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay, sir. So there are 10 district museum and 3 mini museums and 2 private museums. So next. So, District Museum Borpeta. The Borpeta District Museum was established on 6 November 1983. The museum is now situated at Amulapatti, Borpeta. There are numerous objects, including collections belonging to the Vaishnavite Hotra institution of the district. There are various objects and collections which reflect the cultural aspects of the district of Borpeta. And beside, there are coins, textiles, wooden sculpture, terracotta objects, ivory products, bamboo objects, ornaments, stone sculptures, natural objects, books, manuscripts, and also a good number of bell metal utensils collected from Horthebari. Horthebari is the place where famous for the bell metal utensils. So next. District Museum Dhubri. The Dhubri District Museum was inaugurated by the Aniruddha Singh Chaudhary on 6 July 1988. And the main aim of this kind of museum is to collect and preserve the antiquities from different places. This museum is famous for various kind of peat craft and terracotta items like masks, tobacco pipes, spouted water vessels, etc. Bamboo and wooden objects like musical instruments, fishing, hunting implements are also found. In textile and ornaments of both tribal and non-tribal communities are displayed. In metallic products made of bell metal, bronze, iron, copper include household and religious utensils, cannons, sword, etc. are displayed. In the numismatic gallery, there are various silver coins of the time of the Koch rulers, Naranarayan and Lakshminarayan, coins of Indo-French authority, Ahom coins, copper coins by East India Company are displayed in this museum. The objects are collected from different sites of Dhubri district such as Panbari, Rupsi, Mohamaya, Snanghat, Buraburi Than, Rajabala, Borundonga, Boithabari, etc. So uh, these are some objects which are displayed in the district museum Dhubri. So next. So this is also displayed in the district museum Dhubri. So these are some storing jar, so some peat craft, some marks, and some dress of a royal family, some textiles, and some musical instruments. Next slide. Next, the district museum Difu, which was situated at Rongsina Bhavan, the regional office building of Assam Sahitya Sabha, Lorulangso of Difu. The museum was established in April 1986. This museum displayed various socio-cultural and archaeological objects. There are various number of objects collected by the Karbi people. This is a multi-purpose museum along with a mini library. This museum is famous for various sculptures, textiles, musical instruments, ornaments, fishing, hunting, arms, and ammunition. Besides this, there are various types of manuscripts and religious handwritten books with illustration are also displayed. There are various objects of Karbi and Dimasa people are exhibited in this museum. Next slide. So these are some ornaments, textiles, and wine pot, some storing item, and textiles. The upper garment of Tiwa community. So next slide. So district museum Dibrugarh. This museum was established in the year 1987. The adjoining region of this area of eastern Assam may be termed as a melting pot where at least three different stands of culture, namely Indo-Aryan, Tibeto-Burman, and Thai culture are mingled. Hence, the said museum has the great responsibility to record and preserve the cultural artifacts belonging to these groups. Therefore, recently a permanent museum building was set up with modern facilities for collection, conservation, research of the artifacts. Next slide. So this is the newly renovated museum. So next slide. District Museum Haflong. This museum established in 1986, situated in Dima Hasao district, previously known as North Kasar Hills. At that time, Dr. R.D. Chaudhary was the director of Assam State Museum, who worked hard and setting up a museum in Hill district. Earlier, the museum functioned from a rented premises, but in the year 1999, it shifted to a permanent building, which is presently functioned. It has rich cultural heritage of the different tribes living in the district. Various ethnographic collection includes textiles, ornaments, can and bamboo objects, weaving implements, musical implements, terracotta and brick collections are also displayed in this museum. So this is the district museum. So next, Jorhat. So this museum was established in the year 1989, where some rare antiquities, including coins, manuscripts, weapons, marks, and sculpture are exhibited. In this museum comprises the metal icons and stone sculptures, scenes and hasibar and man-made paper weapon of Ahom dynasty are also displayed. The paintings, ivory collections, handicrafts, wooden statues, carved potteries on stone depicts their area of expertise and living culture of ancient times. This museum comprises the metal icons and stone sculpture, since the hasibark and man-made paper weapons of Ahom dynasty are also displayed. This museum is having all old war fighting weapons, metal and stone sculpture, old wooden furniture, king states, carpets, and different types of sceneries are displayed. So recent previous year they are organized an all Assam essay writing competition, and divided into two groups, group A and group B, and their topic is my from class 5 to class 10, their topic is my dream museum or a place of historical importance near my locality. And in group B, so class 11 to postgraduate, so topic was the COVID-19 versus museum, aspect and perspectives, or museums beyond the boundaries. So these are some cultural, they are organized in some situations. So next slide. District Museum, Kokrajhar. So Kokrajhar District Museum was established in 1986 by Hiteshwar Hoikia, who was the chief minister of that period. So during 1985 and 1990, for most of the time, Ashok Brahma, the local LDA, was the officer in charge of this museum. So the various collections of the material culture of local tribal people were collected by Hibananda Horma and Arun Chandra Borgiari. Later, Dr. H.K. Borpujari visited the residence of Rani Manjula Devi, ex-MP of Vidyapur constituency, and arranged to get some of her collections for the district museum, Kokrajhar. The objects are agricultural implements, household objects, fishing implements, armed objects, ornaments, textiles, costumes, weaving apparatus, and musical instruments, coins, art and crafts, etc. Most of the collections belong to the Koch community and the Boros. So these are some musical improvements, uh, some storing items, some dish, so fishing implements. So next slide. So District Museum, Mongoldoi. The District Museum, Mongoldoi was established on 3rd of March in 1987, and it has been temporarily functioning in the rented house, rented house at Bebarghat, which was previously known as Bandar Choa. For better scientific and permanent display of museum collection and office use, in the month of November 2010, the new RCC building and museum campus was officially handed over to the District Museum, Mongoldoi. They collected various archaeological, historical, and tangible and intangible cultural objects, paper and palm leaf manuscripts with Sanskrit as well as old Assamese scripts and languages, musical instruments, textiles, and jewelries, along with day-to-day use items of various communities of the society which have been losing their importance day by day from the people of the district and nearby places. In the main of exhibit them for the purpose of study, research, and entertainment for the public. Next. So this is some animal horn and various textiles are displayed in this museum. Next. So these are the textiles. Next slide. These are some musical instruments and some waving implements. Next slide. So this the first one is the Shivalinga, and next one is is stone bowl. So District Museum, Nagaon. So this museum was established in 1996. The new building of this museum with its modern infrastructure is expected to effectively showcase this rich historical and cultural heritage of Nagaon district. A multicultural collection of the museum shall be a treat for regular visitors, heritage enthusiasts, and academicians alike, with active participation from the public. The museum expects to expand its collection, conduct cultural and research-based programs, and raise awareness about the importance of heritage conservation. Now, Tezpur Museum. So the district museum at Tezpur was established on 16 March 1986 under the Directorate of Museum, Guwahati. At that time, there were only 18 objects were there. So in the initial period, it was at Ghorpara Shuburi near Dorong College. Then on 1st March 1995, it was shifted to the Sahitya Sabha in the year 2002. The museum finally shifted and set up permanent exhibitions in the historic Dak Banglo. Now there are more than 600 collections, and most of the objects are on display, including stone sculptures, coins, copper plates, manuscripts, craft items, paintings, and art and craft items of various communities, as well as the Hotro institution. So these are some objects of this museum. Next slide. This is also bow and arrow of the tea community. So these are manuscripts. These are also manuscripts. So Bordoi Museum. So this museum is known as Botodroba. Is a than situated in the Nagaon district of Assam, which is 140 kilometers away from Guwahati. So it is a holy pilgrimage site where the Vaishnava saint Sri Sri Shankardev was born. Bordeaux is stated to be a than, a holy shrine, instead of being a hotra, because it was not organized like a hotra in style and function. Bordeaux is a than, a seat of pilgrimage for containing some relics of the past, which are directly related to the birth and activities of Shankardev. Next. So these are some objects of this museum. Next. So Gopinath Bordoloi Memorial Museum, Roha. Gopinath Bordoloi Memorial Museum, Roha, established in the memory of Bharat Ratna Gopinath Bordoloi in 1998 and inaugurated by then Governor led S.K. Sinha on 6 June 1998. It was the birthplace of Lokopriya Gopinath Bordoloi, who was born in 6 June 1890, while his father, led Dr. Gopeshwar Bordoloi, was posted at Roha as state dispensary doctor. There are 3 units of Assam type houses in the premises. Of these, 2 units are used as museum for display of valuable personal belongings of Bharat Ratna Gopinath Bordoloi. The Assam type house were constructed in 1882. As per photographic evidence of original Assam type house has detached roof, the wall of the house was made with beaten jungle reed with mud plaster and lime painting. The house was renovated first in the year 1998 and now in 2017. The museum houses various personal objects of Gopinath Bordoloi, which are displayed for public. The museum was reopened after renovation to the general public on 6 June 2017 by the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Sri Sarbananda Sonowal. Next. So this is the museum. Next. And these are some certificates of Gopinath Bordoloi. Next. So this is the personal objects. Next. Subdivisional Museum Hamren. This museum was established on 9th April 1986 under the Directorate of Museum, Assam. This museum is also a multi-purpose museum and it is situated at Hamren town of Karbi Anglang district. The museum objects are classified as religious objects, stone images, archaeological objects, arts and crafts, fishing implements, weaving ornaments, hunting implements, agricultural implements, musical instruments, textiles and costumes, household implements, and others. The Hamren district is most dominated by Karbi people, and Upen Chandra Rabha was the first officer of this museum, and he collected various objects from different places. So these are some objects. So next slide. These are also some objects. Next. And Nilima Borua Folk Art Museum, Gauripur, so Dhuburi. Nilima Borua was a famous artist, and she is one who collected cultural artifacts from various ethnic community and local people of undivided Gwalpara region and established it among all over the India. From 1950 to 60, she was a member of Bharatiya Lalit Kala Academy. Her name is very much related with peat craft and terracotta objects. Later, the Directorate of Museums of Assam was established Nilima Borua Folk Art Museum on 4th January 1997 at Gauripur, Dhubri district. Various speedcraft statues and marks of Hanuman terracotta collected from Asarikandi, bamboo and wooden such as fishing and farming implements, musical instruments, metallic, textile dress, which are the dresses of royal family, jewelry, ivory, and natural objects such as eggshells of ducks, birds, snakes are displayed in this museum. So this is the newly renovated museum. Next. Purba Bharati Museum, Nalbari. So the museum houses manuscripts, anthropological materials, musical instruments, tribal costumes, copper plates, pottery, archaeological objects, oil paintings, bamboo and can products, postal stamps, and weapons. Also displayed a collection of tribal costumes and ornaments. Next. The other museums. So these are the archaeological site museums and site galleries in Assam. So there are the 16 archaeological site museums are under the State Archaeological Department, and the last one, the 17 number Surya Pahar Archaeological Site Gwalpara, is under the ASI. Next. MCG, Anthropological Museum, which is the Department of Anthropology, Guwahati University. It exhibits rare ethnic bark clothes, indigenous bamboo and can materials, valuable bead and fire items, Paleolithic stone tools. The museum contains material of both ethnographic and archaeological specimens, numbering not less than 10,000 from the entire Northeast region. These are classified as basketry ornaments, wood objects, leather items, mugs, iron objects, fire and textile items, musical instruments, and earthen objects. So this is the museum objects displayed in the university. Next. These are also the objects. Next. The Anthropological Museum of Indigenous People is a natural history museum which is located in the Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University. All the anthropological objects such as social and physical artifacts are present inside the museum. The beautiful ancient jewelry and paintings representing the ancient cultural of tribes and communities in the Northeast India are also displayed in this museum. The other objects such as weapons of self-defense as well as those used for work and attire like smoking pipes, rings, mattresses, necklaces, musical instruments, various shoes, hats, dresses, cooking utensils, beautiful lamps, home decor and sculpture are also kept for display in this museum. Various architects made from wood and clay, which were used by they are exhibit in this museum. So these are some objects of these museums. These are also the objects. These are some masks. And the Cultural Studies Department, Departmental Museum, Tezpur University. So in this departmental museum is building up a museum of ethnographic materials collected from different parts of the state of Assam and also few from outside the state. Items such as domestic articles, agarbark manuscript, musical instruments, toys, village life, textiles, masks, and representative of relevant cultural tradition of the region are added in this collection. An archive of various relevant cultural resources in the forms of photographs, slides, cassettes, CDs, and DVDs has also been set up. The department from time to time undertakes planned field work for coverage of relevant cultural performances and other resources at different places in and around the state. Jyoti Bharati Museum, Tejpur. Jyoti Bharati Museum was the ancestral home of Rupkor Jyoti Prasad Agarwala, the doyen of Assamese culture. The house was built in 1874 by Horibilas Agarwala, grandfather of Jyoti Prasad Agarwala. So Jyoti Prasad Agarwala was an owner of multifaceted personality. He was a poet, dramatist, literature artist, musician, filmmaker, and freedom fighter. The house was the first concrete house in Tejpur and therefore was popularly known as Poki. The architecture of Poki is a subtle blend of Rajasthani and Ahom style. The walls are made of flat bricks and are 2.5 feet in thickness. There are a 50 by 20 rectangular courtyard in the center of the house with flat stones laid on the floor. Poki, the ancestral house of Jyoti Prasad Agarwala, has also remained an epitome of Indian freedom struggle. During the freedom movement, the place attracted many national leaders, including Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Lala Lajpat Rai, Motilal Nehru, Madan Mohan Malviya, Aruna Asif Ali, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Raja Gopalacharya, Acharya Narendra Dev, Vishnu Rava, Bhupen Hazarika, etc. Within the four walls of the house, important decisions related to the socio-political and cultural arena of the state was taken. Also, the house remained a common meeting place for various state leaders who actively participated in the freedom struggle of Assam against the British. This was also the place where the planning of producing an Assamese talkie was rooted. Here, Jyoti Prasad Agarwala wrote the script of Joymoti, the first Assamese movie after he was released from jail. Jyoti Bharati, the Center of Cultural Excellence, is currently under the Directorate of Cultural Affairs, Assam. So these are some items used by Jyoti Prasad Agarwala. Next, there are some musical items, some books. Next, Uttaran Museum, Hibohagor. This museum is widely popular as a historical and research center among the masses. A marvelous effort of Mr. Durlabh Bora. This one-man show hosts some of the best and impressive collection. This cabinet of curiosity of Mr. Durlabh Bora, standing near Karen Bodormur, Joyhagar, reflects the picture of day-to-day life in Assam in a true sense. A multipurpose museum, Uttaran, showcases different types of living and non-living objects, as well as objects used both by man and nature. The museum is a two-storied building and is one of the popular destination for school children, tourists, and adults. The massive collection throw light on various subjects related to the Assamese society and daily life. So these are some masks, coins, some bamboo items, some knives are displayed in this museum. Next. Tayahom Museum, Hibohagor. The Assam Thai Museum stands on the west bank of Hibohagor Pukhuri and was inaugurated on 31st January 1992. This particular museum was constructed to keep the 600 years of Ahom glory intact by showcasing the various antiques collection of the general public. The collection comprises from Thai books to garments, ornaments, weaponry, and other decorative items used during the Ahom rule by the Ahoms. The museum also promotes research work on Thai language and literature. So these are some manuscripts, some textiles, some bamboo items. Next. Treasure Wheels Museum. This is a vintage museum, Treasure Wheels, situated in Sonapur, Guwahati. It represents vintage car, motorcycles, bicycles, musical instruments, electric appliances, clocks, and watches from the earlier part of 20th century. Although the items were not in mint condition, there were Volkswagens, Mini Coopers, Fiats, Royal Enfields, Jawas, Nortons, and so on. There was also a motorcycle from the old wars that could be folded and carried on the back during the skydive. Next. So these are some cars and bikes. Next. Assam Forest Museum. It is a natural history museum established in 1979, located in the Assam State Zoo and Botanical Garden. The Assam Forest Museum has a rare collection of stuffed animal specimens, bamboo and can artifacts, fossilized wood specimens, and hand paintings of birds on ficus leaves. The herbarium section was around 2,000 different plant specimens immaculately mounted on paper. It is a repository of taxonomic information often used by students and researchers. Next. So these are some fossilized items. Next. Borak Museum and Library. The Borak Museum and Library was established in the year 2015, and Dr. Haurangbam Rajmani is founder of this museum. The history of the origin and the growth of Borak Museum and Library is one of the remarkable events towards the development of heritage and culture of Manipuri in Kachar. It is a purely non-profitable organization for the collections and preservation of the archaic Manipuri literature, musical instruments, warfare archaic, handloom, handicraft, kitchen utensils, and so on. These galleries are represented by various artifacts of the Meitei community, like traditional antiques gathered from South Asian countries, which are priceless. So next. So this is the objects which allow us to explore extraordinary diversity of the tribal culture collection from the small community to the first empire, and they discover the many forms and expression of human being have given every aspect of life. So next, Srimanta Honkordev Kalakshetra. The institution is in the name of the famous playwright and poet of the medieval period called Srimanta Honkordev. This is a non-profit cultural institution where includes library and various preserving facilities. There is even a children park within the premises of institution. The museum exhibits different types of items which are used by the diversified ethnic group of Assam. A number of cultural objects of the state are also displayed in the museum. The Kalakshetra house houses number of structure and buildings abiding with the ethnic Assamese design. A replica of Ronghor and Ahom amphitheater of in Sibsagar district of Assam is positioned in the entrance corridor to the main central museum. The Central Museum preserved some of the traditional artifacts of Assamese culture. Next. The Kalakshetra is divided into several complexes. The Central Museum exhibits the articles used by the different ethnic groups of Assam. The museum also houses several cultural objects of the state within it. The open-air theater can accommodate 2,000 people and host cultural programs in its premises. Traditional dance and drama performance are also conducted in this theater. The Kalakshetra also has an artist village which replicates the village society of Assam. The Sahitya Bhavan is the library in Kalakshetra, which has a huge collection, rare books and manuscripts. It is a repository of the literature of the region. Another section of art complex is the Lalit Kala Bhavan. It is the center used for exhibition and workshops on art and culture. A heritage park is also a part of the huge complex of the Honkordev Kalakshetra. The Lalit Kala Bhavan offers a world-class exhibition space for arts and sculpture. A walk through the heritage park gives a feeling of contentment and satisfaction to any nature site. The Kalakshetra quite often holds various workshops and dramaturgy, cinema and other performing as well as visual arts. There are murals on the centered surrounding walls. These murals depict various war moments, bihu dances, and other Assamese representation. Dr. Bhupen Hazarika Museum is also the another attraction of Kalakshetra. So this is the main entry gate of the Kalakshetra. So next one is Monikur, which is an independent room located towards the eastern end of Namghar, and it is the place which represent the worship of God, and it is called the Guwahati, and this is the only place in Namghar that is fully walled with or without any window. So basically, it is the seat of Guru in a seven-tiered triangular wooden throne adorned by the tortoised elephant, lion motif, and various decorative motifs. So next. So the first one is Hotriya dance. Next one is Bihu. Third one is Bagurumba dance by Boro. So last one is Open Theatre area. The Purvojyoti Hongrahalaya Museum. This is under the Srimanto Shonkordev Kalakshetra. So this museum is an ethnographic as well as heritage museum. The museum holds more than 4,500 artifacts that tell a story of the past and present in the realms of material culture and indigenous technology of Northeast India. So Saolung Sukapha Homonoi Khetra, Jorhat. So Sukapha Homonoi Khetra is a memorial built in the memory of Sukapha, who was the first Ahom king of Assam, ruled nearly 600 years. A Thai prince, Sukapha came to the region crossing the Patkar range. He is the main person who initiated the unification of the tribal and the non-tribal people of the region. The Sukapha Homonoi Khetra is situated near Mobandha, near Jorhat and Dergaon. The Sukapha Homonoi Khetra was built as an attempt to highlight and preserve the remarkable leadership of Sukapha. So, a large and beautiful design statue of Ahom King Sorgodev Saolung Sukapha is displayed here. Statues of all the tribal communities of Assam are preserved inside the art and craft house with highly qualified painting, and it includes various rituals of different tribal people of Assam, such as Madam Mefi, Bihu, Baishagu, Aliyai Ligam, Kherai Puja, Karam Puja are also celebrated. It showcases beautiful lifestyle of simple Assamese village people, how Ahom kings ruled their kingdom, and how meetings happened in older days in the royal court. The history of Horaigat battle and the patriotism of the great warrior Lasit Borphukon is also exhibited in this cultural complex. Ethnographic Museum, Assam Institute of Research for Tribal and Scheduled Caste, Khanapara, Guwahati. So this museum is a part of Assam Institute of Research for Tribal and Scheduled Caste. It was established in the year 1977 and houses about 620 artifacts of the socio-cultural life of different communities of Assam. It showcases a rich collection of cane and bamboo objects, textiles, different tribes, musical instruments, utilitarian objects, sacred objects, hunting and fishing implements, ethnic jewelry of northeastern tribes. The diagrams of Karbi, Tiwa, Mising, Dimasa, and Boro Kosari tribes reflect the golden heritage of the state. There are a few publications on the museum artifacts. Next. Regional Science Center, Assam. So this was established in 1994. It is a unit of National Council of Science Museum, Ministry of Culture, Government of India, which was largest and the first of its kind in the Northeast. The center aims to popularizing science and technology among the masses, particular students community, and to create scientific awareness in the society. The center has several exhibitions and galleries, outdoor reposition, planetarium, and conducts various interactive programs. There is a prehistoric park having exhibits that are centuries old. 3D movies are played in there. Are many outdoor and indoor shows like Magic Mirror, Butterfly Corner, Children's Corner, fun science that take place. The large aquarium, which is the home to many different kinds of fishes, is another attraction of this place. So Nagaon Bamboo Museum. This museum building is situated at the bank of River Kolong. Nagaon Bamboo Museum was constructed under the National Bamboo Mission. It is a handicraft museum which includes different kinds of bamboo products which were installed at the museum for the visitors. So this is the museum premises. Next. So now I would like to conclude. So we can say that museum is not only give the mental pleasure to the people, but also bring the awareness among them. It has brought various cultural awareness among the students and help the researchers in their research. And it also makes people aware about the relationship of human being with nature. So thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, thanks a lot. Actually, it's a really wonderful, and there are too many museums visit here now. I'm thankful to you for this really wonderful opportunity to all of us to see this all the Assam museums. हम कभी आसाम के बारे में इतना सोचते नहीं थे कि आसाम जैसे स्टेट में इतने म्यूजियम्स होंगे, फिर भी आपने जैसे आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट म्यूजियम्स यू शोड ओनली द लिस्ट देयर, अगर उसको भी ऐड किया होता तो पता नहीं और कितना बड़ा ये हमारा ये होता। आपने इतनी अच्छी जानकारी हमें दी। आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट्स म्यूजियम के बारे में भी फिर कभी हम ये करेंगे। जैसे आपने आज हमें आसाम के इतने अच्छे संग्रहालयों के बारे में बताया, कल उसी तरह सिक्किम का हमारा सेशन होगा। बट आज भी हमारे पास मेघालय, मिजोरम, मणिपुर ये स्टेट जो है इनके संग्रहालयों के बारे में बात करने वाले एक्सपर्ट्स वहां से जो है वो आज भी हमारे पास वक्ता अवेलेबल नहीं है। मैं आपका जो नॉलेज है इस फील्ड में मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, इफ पॉसिबल अगर आप कहें या उस क्षेत्र के किसी एक्सपर्ट्स के बारे में अगर आप हमें जानकारी दें तो हम और इस तरह की जानकारी जो है वो सभी के साथ साझा कर सकेंगे। आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। इफ देयर आर एनी क्वेश्चंस, मोस्ट वेलकम। अगर कुछ सवाल है तो जरूर पूछिए। If there are no any questions, then we will stop the session because already the time is over. Does every state of India have state museum? अंकुर जैन जी ने एक सवाल पूछा है। यस जी, यस कोई पूछना चाहता है? मैं पहले अंकुर जैन जी जो है उनके सवाल का जवाब दूं कि भारत के सभी स्टेट में अपने स्टेट म्यूजियम नहीं है। हर स्टेट में अपना स्टेट म्यूजियम नहीं है। जैसे महाराष्ट्र की बात करें, महाराष्ट्र में आज भी अपना स्टेट म्यूजियम नहीं है। तो इस तरह से कई सारे ऐसे स्टेट है कि जिनके पास अपना स्टेट म्यूजियम नाम से ऐसा म्यूजियम नहीं है। हाँ यस रुमी जी, यस प्लीज। रुमी शर्मा जी। हाँ यस
सर। सो थैंक यू सर, इतना अच्छा मौका देने के लिए बहुत शुक्रिया आपको। और आपके साथ पहले भी मैंने वो शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स किया था। सो बहुत अच्छा लगा, वो बहुत एक्सपीरियंस हुआ। और इस तरह से मेरी ये पहली बार नेशनल लेवल में मतलब मैं ऐसे प्रेजेंटेशन दे रही हूँ। पहले तो मैं सिर्फ कॉलेजेस मतलब यूनिवर्सिटी में भी दी थी। सो इतना मतलब आपने बिलीव किया कि तो इसलिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपको। और इसी तरह से मतलब वो शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स आप मतलब ऑर्गेनाइज करते रहिए और हम लोग भी ऐसे पार्टिसिपेट करते रहेंगे। सो सभी के लिए ये बहुत अच्छी बात है। और मतलब म्यूजियम और भी कहीं होंगे शायद, लेकिन मैं जितना मतलब मेरे से हुआ तो मैंने इतना सब कुछ मतलब मैंने प्रेजेंट किया। सो दिस इज ऑल। थैंक यू।
थैंक्स अ लॉट। एक्चुअली इट्स एन टू मच हार्ड वर्क। ये सभी जानकारी कलेक्ट करना, प्रॉपर रूप से फोटोग्राफ सभी कलेक्ट करना और उसे 1 घंटे के इसमें बिठा के देना, ये बड़ी मुश्किल बात होती है। क्योंकि कई बार ऐसा होता है हम जानकारी तो बहुत अच्छी कलेक्ट करते हैं और मगर सामने सुनने वाले लोग जो है वो उतना समय नहीं दे पाते। अगर मुझे 2 घंटे चाहिए, 3 घंटे चाहिए, पीपल आर नॉट रेडी फॉर टू लिसन दिस मच टाइम। और कई बार ऐसा होता है कि लोग रेडी होते हैं मगर अगर हम हार्डवर्क करना नहीं चाहते हैं तो जानकारी कलेक्ट नहीं कर पाते, फोटोग्राफ्स कलेक्ट नहीं कर पाते, ये भी दोनों होता है। सो आपने ये दोनों किया और हमारे सभी पार्टिसिपेंट जो है उन्होंने भी अच्छी तरह से इसे सुना So thanks a lot again, Rumiji, and to all the participants. And now we are stop here our today's session. Thank you, thanks.